Turn the radio off right now and listen to The Chris Miles Show.
Welcome to the Chris Miles Show Special Edition.
Good evening. I hope all is well. Welcome to the Chris Miles Show. I am your host, Chris Miles. Wishing everybody a beautiful evening. Hope all is well. We are doing a special show today. Me and Mr. Producer. What's popping, man?
Man, ain't nothing much popping, man. Everything.
Everything?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's outstanding. So, Mr. Producer, what's the title of the show?
Single black mothers, will you be one? Will you become one? Something like that.
Single black mothers, will you be one? Is the title of this particular show today. We felt the need to focus in on this particular topic. Reason being is for the fact that there are a lot of things that are wrong in our community. Okay? A lot of things that we see wrong in our community. And so what we wanted to do was we wanted to bring light to some of these issues. One of the things that we see wrong in our community is that of single black mothers. There are some single black men, but primarily we see a lot of that dealing with single black mothers. Correct, Mr. Producer?
Yeah, man. It ain't no knock to the single black mothers, but there are a lot of situations where the kids are running rampant, and the households with a lot of the single black mothers ain't got no structure.
Right.
So, tonight we want to have a little discussion, not trying to beat nobody to the ground or nothing like that. It's a community problem, and it has to be addressed over and over and over again until we can figure out how to correct it. Because right now, my generation, our kids are next up. They coming up. They the future. So, and if we not preparing them for what's to come, then it's gonna be devastating towards them.
Well, the thing is, Mr. Producer, in despite of whatever we put out this evening, it will come across as bashing. So basically what we're doing, people, we're going to be showing some videos of some things, some videos that basically formats the issues in our community that show the bad things that we see going on in our community, especially with our kids. As Mr. Producer said, this is not a knock on any parent, because parenting is extremely hard. But there are some things that we see needs to be talked about. And this is also a subject matter and a topic that we will probably, over a period of time, revisit. Mr. Producer, give me my first video. You know the one I want.
Women are the carriers of life. Then that means that men provide the seed of life. So that means technically the children belong to the men, which is why children get the last name of their fathers, because the children belong to the men, right? So with that being said, why is it that women always talk about children in a possessive ownership type of way, as if they weren't simply the carriers of the child? Like, why do they talk about men as if men wasn't the whole spark of life that gave them the children to carry? Like, if it wasn't for men and their seeds, none of us would be here. So why do we always talk about men in a passive way when it comes to children, but we want to act like women were solely responsible for birthing children?
Wow. What do you think about that?
Well, I think she's absolutely right, and I think that the format that she laid out it perfectly. It's the structure that the Most High God put in the earth. Like, this is what people don't realize, that the system that we're in castigate men. Men are the progenitors. Men carry life in their seed.
Right.
A woman is only what is called mitochondria DNA. She take in waste and she push it out. This is why every 28 days a woman has what? She has a cycle.
Menstrual. Yeah.
Yeah, menstrual cycle, a period. And in the process of that, she's fleshing out the dead eggs that she did not use. And it's a repetitive cycle. It repeats itself every 28 days. In the process, the woman comes up, then that means that life has been interjected into what? The egg.
Right.
Okay? Which forms a child.
Yeah.
Fetus.
I heard a lot of liberal women on the far left, saying that scientists are coming up with ways that women don't need men. They can give birth without a man. I even heard one
Immaculate conception, huh?
I even heard one Caucasian woman said they're trying to figure out how they can use dog semen.
Wow.
To give birth so they can eliminate the men. That's how much.
So she was joking, correct?
No, she was dead serious. That's how much society looked down on the men. But I digress.
So basically, the young lady laid out perfectly the system. Typically, when the man goes into court, that would be if it was family court or child support court, the woman gets the child.
Right.
And a lot of times, women not necessarily might not be, say, unfit, but the man might be in a better position to take care of the child financially versus what the mother shows or financial. But the structure of this system that we are castigated in, the woman always get the
benefit of the doubt.
Right. And the sad part about it, you and I have been in situations. I've dated women in the past, Mr. Producer, that have had kids. And the first thing a woman will tell you, well, this is a package. I come with a package. It's me and then you got a little Bobby or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take on her situation and the child.
Right.
And when in retrospect, looking back, you were entering the relationship to deal with her, but she's going out and got a child by another guy, and that child, believe it or not, becomes your problem. Because in most cases, Mr. Producer, the baby's father is not. He's lacking. He's not taking care of his responsibility.
Yeah, he's scot free at that point. He good to go.
How many times in situation have you and I seen situations like that?
I mean, hundreds. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's real. It's a real messed up situation because, I mean, don't get it twisted. Ain't nothing wrong with dating a single mother or whatever, taking that responsibility if you want to, but it's so many rules and circumstances you got to. I gotta wait till the child go to sleep before we can have a good time.
Or just let me just say have sex, have
The
intercourse.
child can run in the house, run around the house, stomp on my feet, tear my shit up. I can't chastise the child. I mean, I would personally. I don't care how none of y'all feel. If I'm dealing with somebody with a child and they get out of line, it's gonna get handled. Trust me.
And that's the other thing too, Mr. Producer.
You can't. I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult.
In a lot of cases, the young lady or the woman, excuse me, will tell you, no, you don't say anything to my child. I
gotta feed this child.
But
I gotta feed the child. I gotta feed you. You know what I'm saying? I got. We need more stepdaddies. We need more stepdaddies. But I'm saying, yeah, I'm a stepdaddy, but you want my resources. You want me to go out there every day and provide for y'all. Hey, man, I need my respect. I don't just want the big piece of chicken. Now, hell, these days, the nigga don't even get the big piece of chicken no more. He lucky if he get a hungry man meal. But I done raised this child from an adolescent, from a child to an adult, and I can't tell the little nigga what to do.
Well, the thing about it is, too, Mr. Producer, is this, man. There's a lot of hostility I've seen, permeates when dealing with young ladies and the children that they've conceived out of the men.
Right.
Like in some cases, if the child big enough, yeah, that child might try you. You coming down the hallway, both of y'all jockeying for the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a situation where it's contentious at this point.
Be a baby boy. And
you know what I'm saying?
Rain.
Yeah, exactly.
You got them Tyrese and Bean Rain.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Put them in the modified chokehold.
I have a friend of mine. Well, she was here in Atlanta. She no longer. Well,
I know who you.
She's in Athens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
That's a good story, man.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Beautiful girl. I mean, just beautiful.
Beautiful. Most definitely.
Okay, so she wants a husband so bad. So bad. I've had a conversation with her a few times, right? What's sad about it, Mr. Producer, is she's not necessarily a bad person. But she has kids she's been married twice.
Right.
And one of her sons, he's bigger than you and I combined. So imagine being involved with this young lady. Okay?
Yeah.
Somebody would be glad to get her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, not gonna put a name out there. I'm not gonna put a photos or whatever. But the girl is just, on a scale of 1 to 10, she's a 12. But where the problem lies, she has 4 kids by 2 different men. Now, this is not saying anything bad about her. She was married twice. That being said, I see it conflicting because of her 2 older boys.
Yeah. They're going to be protective of their mom.
They're going to protect their mom. And the very first time something pops off, the very first thing, what they going to say? You ain't my dad.
You ain't my daddy.
So you're going to feel some kind of way about it. And he's going to go to his mom like, why you got such and such? He ain't my dad. And it's just, you know what I'm saying?
Mama got to have a life too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So let's go to our next video, Mr. Producer.
Get that as well so I can send her along her way. It's sad that I have to do this. I've never done a live video, so it's sad this is my first one. But this just goes to show you how we get treated out here and how these women think they got it over us. I'm a dad and I love my kids, and this is what I do. I pay her $574 every month, and this is how I'm getting treated. Filing everything. This is what I'm doing with it.
If the child is legitimized, He trying to put us on Facebook Live or whatever, Snapchat, bullshit or whatever like that.
Well, I'm just saying, if the child is legitimized, he's got every right just like you.
There's that.
Did he ask for that? No, bitch.
That ain't gonna. That's the reason why I'm here.
But I'm saying, I want my child. That's all I want.
This is the reason why I'm here, because of that. Not because I'm coming to get the child, because I can't do that.
Okay, this is the only reason why I said, on the door. I knocked on the door. She white. I said, I want my child. I said, I'm calling the police.
I already called him because you're trespassing. You're not welcome at my house. You're not welcome here.
Calling the police.
You don't respect. I've never come to your house. When have I come? Never. Never. I've never been at your house. I don't want to be there. For what reason? I don't want to deal with you. You want to be dealt with. Yes, you do. You got to deal with me for the rest of your life. I don't have to deal with you. This is proof. You will get your child on Friday like we already agreed. Keep everything cordial. Stop doing extra stuff. Grow up. This is extra. You're at my house right now. Because you wasted your gas calling the police out here. I'm not wasting my time. I'm going to go back to my house and enjoy time with my kids. You got to drive back to wherever side of town you came from. Whatever. This is what happens, everyone. I had to have some video evidence. This is what I deal with. This is who I deal with. This is how they want to treat me. This is how they want to act on a consistent basis. One thing I do is I call whoever you want to call. Not a problem.
Because I could have said supervised visitation.
Okay. You should have, could have. They still wouldn't have flew.
Still modify it.
I already got kids. They're not going to go with that. I have 3 other children that I fully take care of. They won't even go for that.
I will modify it.
You have nothing else better to do with your life. You that miserable. I can't enjoy time with my daughter.
I want my daughter.
You that hurt. You that bent. I can't spend time.
So, Mr. Producer, that's a lot to unwind, unpack in that video.
Yeah, it is.
He told a young lady that he says that you have to deal with me. I don't have to deal with you. What is he talking about? What do you think he's talking about?
Well, cause he I don't know. Cause
Okay, so
he got custody of the kids or something?
This is the thing. What he was talking about was he say she has to deal with him, but he don't have to deal with her. Meaning this, she has to deal with him based upon what? The children.
Them his kids.
The kids. He don't have to deal with her because he's no longer engaging her from the standpoint of what?
Okay,
a relationship.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
So
hold on.
So she hurt that he.
Yeah, she's hurt.
On.
Right. So this is why I was saying.
So do you think that's the basis of the reason a lot of these women do the good baby daddies like that?
Exactly, right. Because and this is why I'm saying that these relationships, these single black mothers relationship, and I can't speak of other people's problem outside of our community. I'm only speaking on the issue within ours, right? Because we see it as prevalent, right? You and I have been in situations we've dealt with. Some of us are in situations like that right now that we're dealing with it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
The point is that there's so much bitterness, contrary, so much anger, push, and what becomes really distasteful in situations like that is the child is in the midst of two parents that at one time saw the pleasure principle in engaging each other from a sexual aspect, but now a bundle of joy that's a part of them. A child is a part of the man and the woman. That's the beauty about this. Like when you come together with a man, come together with a woman, that's why children are supposed to be created out of what? Love. Right.
But hell, a lot of the times, all these situations, I mean, if you really unwrap it, these situations, it has nothing to do with the child.
And
the child is only a pawn.
Right. And most mothers will use the kid as a pawn.
They don't,
But see, this is what I'm saying.
Men, the dad.
Men have to be strong enough to maneuver. This is the thing. You and I had this conversation earlier as we were preparing content for this very topic, right?
Yeah.
A woman, that's plural. A woman, singular, single, right? A woman has a dilemma because between roughly, you say 19 and 37, it's her good time, right? Those are the years that she's fruitful.
Right.
Okay. Anything after year 37, she's competing. I want you to think about that. I want everybody out there that's watching the Chris Miles show to think about what I'm saying when it pertains to women from the age of 19 to 37. A woman is fruitful. She's can look apart. She can look sexy. She can look glamorous. Sensuous, and all of the things things she could do to be attractive to a male. But even when a woman gets in her 30s, it becomes competitive because you have women from, you just take from the age of, like I say, 19, coming up to 30.
Yeah.
Her mentality is aggressive. Most women, as they start to get in their 30s, they're taping back certain things they don't want to do. But guess what? There are plenty of men out there. But a lot of men, older men, they don't want to. They will date women in their 30s, but what are they looking for, Mr. Producer?
Man, they be looking for them young tenders, man.
And
they be looking for them young tenders.
Right. And so Mr. Producer has a point. And the reason that they're looking for the young tenders is for the fact that one thing a man realizes when a girl, a young lady, is at a certain age, not underage, okay? At a certain age where she's an adult, then the man, in a lot of cases, will do what? Manipulate things to his benefit, sexually, okay?
Yeah, you can say that. You're right, but it goes a little deeper because let's unwrap some more. Women, they mature faster.
They do
than men.
But
so just to put it kind of put into perspective. When I was growing up, the women that I was attracted to in my age group,
well, older
they
women
weren't checking. No, I'm saying I'm talking about my age group. They weren't checking for me. They were checking for the guys older.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The guys that kind of they was getting established. They had a little bit something going. They wanted an older guy. So as I progressed and I get to a certain level, now I got something. So I don't want the girls that's
right.
They not already, you know what I'm saying? They done had their fun. They done got the older guys. They got about 13 children.
What you're saying is
you can't show them nothing because the older dudes done already showed them everything.
Right. Yeah, they been turned out.
I can't teach you nothing.
Lost and turned out.
So now I won't. If I'm 35, I look for somebody 25, 20, 22, a little younger.
Right.
So I can
basically what I'm going to mold her into what you want her to be.
Right. Exactly.
Conceptually.
Right.
You want her to be.
I can print myself on her.
Right.
I can show her some. I can.
Matter of fact,
I can take her to Atlanta. She ain't never been to Atlanta before.
Right.
Bring her to Atlanta. Boom, wow, big city.
Right.
Right.
So you know what? Let me tell you something. Matter of fact, let me tell you something. I ran into a young lady that had a beautiful girl, right? And she was 44, right?
Right.
Beautiful man, sister man. Chick from Chicago, right?
Yeah.
So she lives in Roswell. We're doing okay for herself, right?
Yeah.
Conversation comes up. We talking and all this stuff here. One of the things I told her, I said, you competing. Well, the conversation was on. What you mean I'm competing? You got to compete. The ratio of women here is 21 Is what? 21-1. But you're competing because of what? You're competing because, Mr. Producer, you got these young girls out here. And people, these young girls, they do what? They get down for the crown.
Man.
And older men like that. A man, you take a man that's in his 40s or his 50s, he dating someone, what to say, 25. Matter of fact, take Lionel Richie, 70-something years old. Man. He dating what? Is the girl?
She like 30 or 40?
No, she's early 30s.
Man, that's what I'm saying. 30.
But the point is, this is what I'm saying, man. Like, the girl has given him back his youthfulness. You understand?
Yeah.
So you take a guy in his 40s, he looking for a girl 25. You know what I'm saying? He ain't looking for no girl 40, because guess what? The girl 40, she settled. The man 40, 50, he want a freak. He want, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He want a freak. Then guess what else?
I'm saying, but the old women be one of them young niggas.
Yeah, the cougars.
They be one of them.
Yeah. But this is the thing too, Mr. Producer. There's advantage here. What I'm talking about. This is like the guy was talking about. I don't have to detour the girl. I don't have to deal with you. Tell you why. A guy, some girls, you know, they started, you know, screwing early at the age of 16 and start having babies. They might have multiple kids,
right? Which
is prevalent in our community, right?
Right.
But this is the thing. Most cases, a lot of girls, and they from 20s and 24, 25, they got one kid. An older guy, he don't mind dealing with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just don't want to go in a situation where he got to go in there like the thing we were talking about.
Yeah.
The Puerto Rican girl we know, she got 4 kids, and they big kids.
He old. He got to try to jump on this young nigga, man. It ain't going to.
Yeah, right. So they in there moving furniture and shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Man, this shit ain't worth it, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it becomes competitive in so many ways. And people, or say people, but men in general, you know, they get a certain point. They ain't looking for drama. Then on the flip side, you take girls that date guys their age. What they want to do? All they want to do is fuck. They want to screw, and they're irresponsible because what they're doing, Mr. Producer, they're leaving their seeds everywhere, and they can't even take their sons to when the child get it, they can't even take the little boys to get a goddamn haircut.
Man, come on now.
You understand what I'm saying?
Come on.
And then the female that say if you dealing with her, she gonna get mad with you because you don't want to do, you know, take care of somebody else's seed.
Yeah, man.
But it was irresponsible on her part. Right. It was irresponsible on her part when she got herself involved with somebody. She had to see this guy mannerism. She had to see his tactics as far as say, well, you know, this ain't nobody that I really want to deal with. But you ain't doing that. You ain't trying to go around it.
You ain't trying to protect yourself, man.
Listen, man. Come on now.
At least protect yourself from the, you know, if you're gonna do what you do what you do. But at least, you know, protect yourself. You know, have your little fun, but protect yourself. Come on, man. And you're right about what you say, man. It's like a lot of times, you know, you're dealing with a single mother, and they'll let the baby dad out of the hook. So you know what I'm saying? They want you to do everything.
We know somebody like that right now.
Get mad when you can't, you know, when you can't do nothing for them.
Well, it's not.
I'm saying, they get mad. I'm saying
it's not so much that you can't, Mr. Producer.
No, I'm saying you tell them no.
It's really a point of you shouldn't have to do anything.
They don't understand when you tell them no.
Right.
You know, they like what you mean no? Like I'm have attitude with you, talk crazy to you. You know, you probably have helped them out in the past, but I mean, it was like, God damn.
Right.
I'm saying I'm helping you out. I'm lending a helping hand. I ain't getting nothing out of it. But I mean, you talking to me crazy? You can't be a little bit more gentler? But you want you need my help. Man, it is. I'm saying a lot of these young ladies. But it's
it's not indicative of all. You know what I'm saying? We know men of them out there like that. Man, let's go to our next video, Mr. Producer.
Well, I'd like to see you come up here and do one of these problems.
The fuck up talking to me, Mr. Johnson, before I come
knock the motherfucking glasses off your face. And that's why my dad on my head.
Didn't I tell you earlier today? I said,
Shut the fuck up talking to me!
Markel, I said I do not talk to you that way, and I would appreciate it if you did not talk
Shut
to
the
me
fuck
that
up
way.
talking to me!
I do not curse at you. Have I ever cursed at you?
Yes!
I have never cursed at you.
Yes, you have!
You know that's not true.
I bet I can put up some problems next you won't even know, Mr. Johnson.
You probably could.
So why you think the young man they want to go
So
up to that board?
Well, before we go into that, I want to ask you something, Mr. Producer. And this is why we're talking about tonight single black mothers and will you be one? Does that child come from a two-parent home or is he coming from a single-parent home?
Single parent, most definitely.
Okay. So he's more than likely in the household of who?
With his mama.
With his mother.
He can't control his emotions.
Right.
He
So
lashing out.
I got somebody out there that I used to deal with. We used to talk back in the day. I love her to death. She loves me. But we always conflict on these issues here. And this is why, and one of the reasons why, because she tagged me this past Saturday on something that she went and put together, said about some young kids out there holding guns and counting money.
Yeah.
And they were there with their dads at the time, like they daddies were there, and these young men was the kid. They were babies.
Wasn't it like a little birthday party?
Yeah.
I seen that.
So yeah, because I tagged your name to it.
Yeah.
But so when she asked me, she said, oh, "Okay then, so you always." She won't say I'm bashing black women, but I'm not. I'm identifying the problem and to give a solution, right? So, Mr. Producer, I told her, I said, you see those men there?
They was raised by their mama.
They was raised by their mother.
They was raised by their mama.
They was raised by their mother. So that's all they know.
They ain't had no daddy.
They ain't had no dad. They had a daddy. Then guess what? They wouldn't be there doing that trifling shit.
The streets was their daddy.
That's the whole point. This shit is generational. It's a fucking cycle that we see happening in our community. You understand? That's what this is. And this kid, and you talking to ex-school teacher, me. This child, this kid, right, is acting out because he's going home to that kind of environment. His mom probably doing what? Flat backing. Different men in there. And we're gonna play some other videos to why these things are what they are. To further prove my point of why it is important for women to, if you're gonna lay down with a guy, you're gonna get a child, make sure it's the right guy, because you can have absentee parenting, but the point is it works better when there's two working as a unit to raise what they've created.
Kids need balance.
It's a balance. Through the Heavenly Father. That's the whole thing, people. I'm glad you said that, Mr. Producer. Let me tell y'all the physics of life. What's like we're gonna talk about a balance, right?
Yeah.
Everything in life is a balance. You got north, you got what?
South.
You got up, you got what?
Down.
You got right, you got what?
Left.
Okay. The same thing when a woman has sex with a man. A man needs what? To do what, Maya? He needs a woman to be able to have sex. It's a balance. It's a unit. That's the whole point. It takes a unit to create matter. The messed up part about it is the matter is being created, but it's only raised by one individual, and that's
imbalance.
So it's an imbalance. It's an imbalance in the system, people.
You're getting too much of one thing.
It's too much of one thing, and now
too much of water make you sick.
It becomes something that's imperfect. It's off from where it actually needs to be. That's the point. So this kid, hold on, let me say.
I'm putting
Go
a
ahead.
disclaimer.
Go ahead.
And you'll have a lot of anomalies. Well, I was raised by a single parent and I was fine. Blase, blase. Yeah. But it would have been better if you had two. Not saying that a single parent can't do it, but it still be better. You'd be stronger if you had two.
This is the point, Mr. Producer. Let's take your guy, LeBron James, right? LeBron James came from a single parent home, did he not?
Yeah.
But what did he have around him?
He had a lot of strong male role models.
He had what?
A lot of strong male role models.
Exactly. Right. Okay.
They seen potential in that kid when he was real young, and they, somebody like, man, we got to watch over him. We got to watch over him.
And if they had not done that, what would he be today?
Man, he probably would have still went. I don't know. He probably would have still.
Not hardly.
I don't think he would have been,
because the area he came up in.
I don't think he would have been as prevalent or whatever. I think he would have still made it. He would have still made it in basketball, but I don't think he would have.
Well, my point is, without those positive role models in his life, I'm thinking that it would have been bad. It would have been. The streets could have consumed him like it does so many of our kids.
Yeah, he probably would do a lot of nigga shit.
Let's take for instance, let's look at some successful stories of two kids coming out of two-parent homes, right?
Yeah.
Let's take Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Let's take the Jackson 5 or the Jacksons, right? People want to talk. Hold on. People want to talk about Joe Jackson being rough or what to say, strict. The word I'm looking for, right?
Savage.
But if Joe Jackson had not been that, he had how many kids was it? It was you had Jackie, Tito, Jermaine.
Reba. Don't forget Reba.
Okay, yeah, the girls. Okay, yeah, right. Wait, I was going through the board. So
go ahead, man.
Okay, so you had Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, Michael, and Randy. And on the girls' side, you had Rebe, who's the oldest, and you had LaToya, and you have Janet.
A lot of people forget Reba, man.
So that's 8. That was a total of 8 kids. Okay, 8 kids, but all of them did well in the music industry. Why? Because they
didn't all do well.
The point
they was out there.
This what I'm saying. They didn't go to prison.
Yeah,
they went out there selling no dope. The point is,
Centipede did not go.
Listen. It might not have done anything.
Man, it's just a joke.
But from the family aspect, from their family was a successful black family.
Most definitely.
Okay, now let's take the Williams sisters.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Where would they be or not be if they had not had their dad out there doing what he did for them?
Pregnant, probably still.
And they were in Compton.
Still in Compton.
They were in Compton, man.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, people, take Javier Bailey.
Oh yeah, man.
Attorney Javier Bailey. We could give you tons of stories where kids have come from two-parent homes, and the kids are doing magnificent out here. Not saying, people,
they had a strong black father in the household.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's a unit, and I'm not saying that
you gotta have a strong black father and a strong black mother.
Not saying that it's impossible, but when you look at the dynamics of our situations today in life pertaining to our kids, Mr. Producer, you see a lot of homosexual men. Do you not?
Yes.
Okay. And then if they ain't homosexual, where they at?
They in prison.
They in prison. Give me my next video, Mr. Producer.
I'm gonna see if you gonna tell me. He coming in right now.
I want to know what's
and then when he ain't going nowhere. That's my son. That's my only son.
At some point he got to go.
Never no time.
I mean, at some point he
Never no time.
Man.
Never no time.
Well, tell him, Christian.
No, you tell me. You talking about you grown and you gotta go somewhere. I told him you don't understand. You ain't going no damn where. You go when you get ready.
Man, I just feel at some point you need to make your own way. That's what I be want to walk through the house naked sometime, and there you go. So I I mean, what? You know.
What we talking
No,
about
if
earlier, right?
anything, you can go, not him. How about
I
that?
want to
How
pay all
about
the
that?
fucking bills in here. How the you gonna tell me where I need to go? But the thing is, like, why do I got to? This is my mama's house. Like, why do I got to leave my mama's house?
Period.
Man, you damn near 40 years old. Damn near it's time to go. I mean, at what point?
I'm 29 now.
Well, that's
He won't walk around
But you know what? When I
out.
met you, you was living with your mama.
Man, please.
You
I
was
was
living
in
with
and
your-
out. Come
you
on,
was
man.
living with your mama.
I
Now you
was
gonna tell
22
me.
years old.
Now you gonna tell me because he 29.
I ain't getting up. I'm not getting up.
Man,
I'm
you
not
got
going
to
nowhere.
go.
I'm not going nowhere.
Yes,
Mama house.
well,
And you ain't gotta go
You know
nowhere.
what? Damn, they ain't gonna pay no bills either. Damn it. Now, how do you feel about that? You don't want him to go? I won't pay the bills.
No,
but
you gonna continue to pay
he
the
got
bills.
to go though, man. It's too much. See, we arguing and stuff about stuff.
Because,
You know
at the end of the
what I'm
day,
saying?
at the end of the day, all you gotta do is tell me to help. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Like,
Man, you
slow
grown
down,
ass
sit
man.
down.
You supposed to know the man, garbage overfill. You supposed to know to take that outside. Come on, man. I don't have to tell you all this stuff, man.
The thing is, I'm barely here, so I'm barely making garbage. So why I gotta take the garbage shop? I'm barely here. If I'm barely here, barely making garbage, barely making dishes, like why I gotta do anything?
She gonna
Right.
always make excuses for you, man. But
Right, he don't even be here. So what is you talking about? He don't be here like that. He come here,
well,
he
when he's
sleep,
here,
and then he on
he needs to
business the
help
rest
out.
of the day.
When he's here, he needs to help out. He needs to do some things. He
Well,
needs
I
to be
tell you what,
productive.
he ain't paying no bills
damn
and
it,
he
he gonna
ain't
start
gotta go.
paying some bills around.
I ain't paying.
But
I
I
gotta pay.
I'd rather for him to
My
get the
mama,
fuck out.
but listen, my mama said I gotta pay no bills. I ain't paying no bills.
He gotta pay. What I want him to do is save his money and do what he needs to do with his money
You the whole reason
and
why
not
he is
pay
the way
no
he is,
bills.
because all this stuff you bring it to him, he still got the titty in the mouth. You let
Oh,
all that
hell
stuff
no.
go on.
Exactly.
No, you know what I know? You jealous. You jealous of my
You would say
You
that.
jealous of my
Only
son.
you would say some bull
But I
crap.
don't know if you just or not, but I just know I ain't getting on my mama's house. Like, if I gotta get on my mama's house, you gotta put me on my mama's house at the end of the day.
Well, damn it, I'm gonna be carrying you. You got to go.
Well, you don't need to carry out then.
So let's unwrap this, right? This is so many things went on in that video, right? Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
You heard all of the things that his mother said, right?
Yeah.
Guess what? Her mom would not date a man how her son is. You do realize that, right? She just said in that video, she said, my son don't have to pay bills. My son don't have to do that. My son don't have to do this. Is that what she just said?
Yeah.
Okay, now, wait, hold on. That man that's in that house, if he was doing what her son was doing, what would she do with him?
Shit, she been put his ass
She
out.
put him out.
Call him a broke nigga and everything, man.
That's what I'm talking about, man. These women go out here and they shape and they mold these men into things. And guess what? He don't think rational when it comes to analyzing problems rationally. He see things from an emotional aspect. Why? Because his mom had told him,
I can
you ain't
always
got
go
to
back
pay
to my
bills.
mama's house. I can
As long
always.
as my mom got the crib, I can go back to my mom's house. So his
He go
mom
out here. He go out here and fuck over somebody's daughter.
go put his seed in somebody's daughter.
Be irresponsible.
And irresponsible.
He can go back there.
But guess what? The girl is irresponsible too for to fuck with somebody like that. That's the whole point.
Man, yeah. I just don't.
I mean, it's a
I don't
fact.
know. It could be. I'm saying it could be a misconception because she thinking that he might have his shit together because you know a nigga gonna talk some good shit, but not knowing, not doing her
Hold on.
research.
Talking good shit.
just saying,
Listen,
just-
talking good. Listen, look, check this out, camera one. Talking good shit, and the proof. We can talk shit all day. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the nigga shit is where it's supposed to be, guess what? Guess what it is, Mr. Producer? It's gonna show it. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have something to show that his shit is intact, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's my point. What we got next, man? So yeah, his mama turned him into a chump.
Yeah, she enabling it.
She turned him into a chump, man.
But that's what I'm saying, man. Stepdad, he paying all the bills. He ain't got no say so.
Yeah, so if the stepdad was doing the shit
He ain't got
that
no
the son
say-so,
was doing, mama put him out. Like
That nigga ain't got no say so. That's sad.
Well, you don't gotta be here, hoe ass nigga. Why you even over here from a fake page? Wanna be seen and heard? Your mama ruined you. Single mothers be fucking these boys up, fucking them up. Single mothers be fucking them up. Cause I know you bitch ass niggas be raised by y'all mamas. I know y'all do. I can smell her pussy on you. I feel sorry for your mother. I be feeling sorry for y'all mama sometimes, but you know, she know you a whole ass nigga. Trust me. Mamas be knowing when they sons be whole ass niggas. A lot of them just be in denial, and they don't want to admit that they sons a whole ass nigga, because then they gotta admit that they raised a whole ass nigga, and that really be what it is. It be pride. It be pride that be getting in the way. Because in all actuality, your mama know you a weak bitch. Your mama know that about you. She know. Mothers know their sons. I don't know why these whole ass niggas be coming over here fucking with me. I don't even know that. I don't even know why they be doing that. It's just not a good decision. Like, you ain't got nothing else to do. So that's what you think about your life? That's what you think about your most precious gift in life that God gave you. Your time. You spend your time trolling behind a page on social media. Fucking with me.
So that is so eloquently adjusted, because she's making a point of what we were just talking about with the video before she came up.
Right.
She was saying these mothers do what? They raise these young boys into what they are, what they become. You know what I'm saying? I love this girl here, man. I just look everything about her, man. Her appeal, just everything.
Yeah, she fire.
Yeah, she fire. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is this is why I'm saying that, you know, black fathers matter. You understand what I'm saying, Mr. Producer? Fathers in general matter. You understand? The fathers being in these young men's lives is very, very important. Because, as she said, they end up being what? They end up being the weak link. And you can't get anything done. The chain is only as strong as what?
The weakest link.
Okay, then. All right, what we got next, Mr. Producer?
Baby, your grandma did that to you, and yes, I gave her my whole life for you. I was 17 when I had you.
That's your fault.
I was 17 when I had you. I didn't ask to have you.
Okay,
but I did what I had to do to make sure you was good. You ain't never lacked nothing. You ain't never lacked nothing in your whole life.
Just because you gave me everything, that doesn't mean anything.
I gave you my life.
You didn't give me your life.
I gave you my life. Everything. I gave you everything. You ain't lacked nothing. Clearly, you ain't missed a meal. You everything. Everything.
Okay.
She raised a big soft pillow, man.
I'm gonna let you deal with that one, Mr. Producer.
I'm saying, like, when I first heard the video, I thought that was a young lady, man. She was talking to, man. That dude look like he's 6'5", 450 pounds, man.
Like she said, he ain't missing no meal.
I mean,
he ain't missing no meals.
I'm saying it's sad. I look at the video, and it's sad because honestly, I think the majority, I think mothers have. I'm gonna say I think all mothers have good intentions of, you know, tackling this thing and trying to raise a child, but at some point it gets hard. And when you ain't got that other person to lean on, the other dependable person to lean on, it becomes treacherous.
Well,
that's when, you know, when it's like it's like you having a child all day, and you're a single mother, you got your child all day, and you looking at that door. It's 5 o'clock, nobody comes through. 6 o'clock. Nobody comes through. It's 10 o'clock at night. Ain't nobody came through to help you. Now reality set in. You got to do this shit by yourself. You got to do this shit by yourself for the rest until you can find somebody that's willing to take on this role.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, just think about the mindset of some of these women out here, man. I'm saying is,
But this is what I'm saying. Matter of fact,
nobody's coming to help you.
This past Sunday, we showed the young lady that was in Houston County.
Yeah, Dothan.
Dothan,
Yeah,
right.
man.
Okay, she was pregnant. She had the baby, and she put the child in a trash compactor. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was saying I felt sorry for her because, not because of, I just got sympathy for her, but because what I was saying was that growing up as a young lady, all of the things that she apparently ever got was a misnomer of facts. Like, no one gave this girl the intangibles, the things that was the substance of what it takes to be a young woman, especially a black woman, growing up and going through a system that is designed for you to fall through the cracks at all steps. You understand? Those were the reasons why I say I felt sorry for her. Yes, she should be held accountable for what she did to that child, because the child didn't ask to come here. But the point is what I'm saying is this is a conduit in our community. You understand? This mother here, she was robbed of her innocence. She had him at 17.
Yeah.
And she at Mr. Producer, at 17, she's a fucking child, man.
Still.
What can a young lady all she doing is she's having what brings her into adulthood is what her menstrual cycle.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? She's just old enough now where she's having a cycle. She's dropping blood now. But when it comes to the maturity of where her mind is, to be able to analyze issues, problems, dissect them, come up with a solution, she lacked that. And in most cases in our community, it's lacking. You understand?
Come on now.
Come on with the next video.
I don't give a fuck who you is. If you don't bring food to me at my nigga table, or whoever around me, don't bring food to the table, then you can't fuck with me no more. I don't give a fuck who you is. If you don't bring food to me at my nigga table, or whoever around me, don't bring food to the table, then you can't fuck with me no more.
Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
We see that on a regular basis every day.
Come on now, man.
We know somebody right now.
Shit, the Water Boys. Shit, nigga down there in Montgomery. Shit, the Water Boys be out there selling water.
But Mr. Producer, we know somebody like that right now that you and I have frequently talked about and addressed the issue of if there's no structure provided real soon, those young men gonna end up like who? Him?
Yeah.
Like this a kid smoking marijuana, talking crazy, and that's what I'm saying. Once again, Mr. Producer, is he coming from a 2-parent home?
No, man, it's a single parent home, man.
How do you know that?
Man, come on, man. This man out here on the phone talking about the key word that got me. He talking about some bringing food to the table. If it was a dad in the house, that was the daddy doing. He bringing food to the table,
right?
Man. Well, a young nigga like that knew about bringing food to the table, so he out there doing some criminal shit already.
Right.
Trying to look out for his mama. Come on, man. I'm saying, man, a lot of these women out here, man, we talk about it all the time, man, and I'm gonna keep saying a lot of these women out here, all they doing is setting their kids up for prison. That's it. Just think about it. A lot of these young boys barely can read. They barely can read. They got all they know is somebody yelling at them. Mm-hmm. Go sit down. Sit in the corner. Shut up. Go to sleep. Come eat. Go bathe. You barking orders at them. That's all they know. They'd be good for the military too. But I'm saying with the emotional imbalance, Man, they getting set up for prison, man.
Yeah.
Or they gonna be, you know what I'm saying, dude chasers.
Right. One or the
gonna
other.
Be one or the other. They gonna be highly emotional, highly effeminate, or you know what I'm saying, they gonna be emotional and aggressive.
Right.
Ain't no balance.
Right. What we got next, Mr. Producer?
Women that make it extremely hard for men to be fathers. There are women that make it as difficult as possible for a man to be in that child's life. There are women that make it weird to come pick up the kid. There are women that use the kid as a pawn. There are women that will not let the man see the kid if he doesn't have his money on time. There are women that only look at these men as checks and then they turn around and say, he's a deadbeat. No, he lost his job last month, so he didn't have a $550, so you say he can't see his kid, and then you know what, I might not have the money, but guess what, I got the time. I might not have the goddamn money for the new Xbox, but guess what, I can take this to the park. Is that me still not being a father because of the fact that I ain't got this bag, or I've had a mishap at work, or I lost my job, or they laid us off in COVID? Does that make me any less of a father? But a lot of women only see men as a check, as a bag. If he don't got the bag, he got to pay to be a father. That's why there's a lot of men that are not in these child's life. Not only just because, I'm not saying there's no deadbeat dads, but a lot of men are trying to be dads, and these women are making it hard.
So, Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
He made our point.
Yeah.
What he just said, the importance of the dad being prevalent in the child's life.
Whether you got money or not.
Or
man.
not,
Time.
right.
Time. You can learn how to turn a wrench.
Come on, man.
Teach them how to ride a bike.
Come on now.
You know, teach them how to box, self-defense, how to
all of
harness,
that, right.
how to harness his emotions.
All of that is because guess what the dad gonna do? Put his fist to his chest.
Come on now. He ain't even got to do that. It's a look.
The look.
Man, it's a look my daddy used to give me.
Yeah, and you know, right when that look, call it the look.
It's finna be dangerous.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
Saying,
but
don't no little nigga be scared of their mama, man.
You're right, but
that shit only hurt for so long.
It's the system, man.
Yeah,
it's complex. It's complex. What we got next, Mr. Producer?
Man, it's the last one, man. It's old Charleston.
Come on with it.
Now, mother's love is not sufficient. He have to have some type of male love, and it has to be consistent to even balance out the consistency of a mother's love. Without that balance, mothers ruin boys. You love on them too long, you ruin him. At some point, he has to go through some training or some discipline, some hard teachings. That's
what we talking about.
Man, I ain't never been spanked by a man. I ain't never had a hug from a man. I ain't never heard a man say, I'm proud of you. It was all mama. Even though our uncles was around, they street guys. They teaching you the bullshit. And they young. So I ain't never seen a man come out my mother's bedroom, but she had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
So that aspect of just growing up with that missing piece of a male figure in your life, naturally, you seek out to fill that void away from your mother's home. The things that your mother tell you to do don't make sense amongst boys. When she fixing your coat as a little bitty boy and she giving you instructions on what to do to get back home, you don't, when you become an adolescent and the things that your mother say to you, if you go out there and do that with other boys, you go get treated like a punk. And if your mother try to make you tough enough to go out there and deal with the boys, she might create a killer.
Come on now.
So you can only show them how to be a good woman. Man, we had a homeboy. He used to sit down and pee. He never seen a man stand up and pee. Because your mother teach you to sit down and pee.
Right.
That psychologically does something to a boy. Boys aren't supposed to sit down and pee. But what does mama do? She gets you a pot and she train you to sit down to pee. When do you learn to stand up? When? It's a whole lot of little boys sitting down peeing. When do you learn to stand up? Because all behavior is taught. All behavior is learned. Okay, well, where do you learn to sit down? Watching mama. Why you think little boy, mama's supposed to close the door when he try to come watch her pee? Most women let her infant boy come in the room, watch her pee, watch her get dressed, and he take on those traits and characteristics from here. You can put that same baby with a wolf, and he'll behave like a wolf. So you figure by the time this kid get 9, 10 years old, he never sees a man stand up and pee. What do we learn? Prison is the tool God used to strengthen and make all of us better men. Our mothers can't do it. She tried. That's why we all have to go to prison. That's why most of us who leave our single mother home have to go to prison and go meet some kind of man in prison. Say, now look out, little homie. Let me show you how to throw your right hand. Now look out. Let me show you how to block that punch. He didn't know that before he got to prison. All the things that our mother tell us to do does not help us to be better men. As a matter of fact, the things that our mothers try to raise us to be, she's raising us to be the kind of men she wouldn't even date.
Wow.
Mama, can I get your car keys? She'll give us her car keys all the way up until she's 30. But the man she dating, she won't. But she'll give it to her. And the man she dating sit up and say, boy, you let that boy do every goddamn thing. He can get your money. He lied to you. I lied to you, goddamn. I'm fucking you. Is he fucking you? You and your boy fucking? Motherfuckers start thinking a woman and her son fucking because she make him her man. And he be a weak motherfucking man. When he leave his mama, he be weak in a motherfucker at another woman's house trying to play man. That's why he run back to mama. That's why mama in his business and know what's going on between him and his girlfriend. That's why she want to know. She raising him to be this weak man that she wouldn't even date her motherfucking self. The black man that our mothers are telling us to be don't even exist in her bed. Our mothers are telling us to be the kind of man she can't even attract into the house. So how can she guide me to be a man when she don't even have a man? She don't even know a man. Her daddy was fucked up. Her brother was fucked up. My daddy was fucked up. She had a baby by my sisters. How can she tell me what kind of man to be? She ain't, mama, you ain't got a man. Or if the man you got, look what kind of man you got. Mama, how you gonna shape us boys to be this kind of man?
Say it, man.
Go ahead and close this thing out, man.
Mr. Producer. Both of us are tired. Literally. But let me say this. Charles and White touched on some very important points of why it is important to have black fathers in the home. This is no punch at single mothers out there doing what they have to do to provide for themselves and, you know, their children. But one of the things women have to do is become more aware of the men that they deal with.
Yeah.
Because one thing a man will do, a man gonna tell a woman all of the right shit to get to get what he wants out of her. Then the dynamics of all of that shit changes. You understand? It changes. So we just women, you gotta make better choices. Even the men gotta make better choices.
Yeah, men gotta be better leaders.
Right, and men have to step up. It's all about you stepping up and assuming the responsibility of something you created and you've taken on. People, it's been fun. Thank you. This is our first ever Wednesday show. We will be back in here every Wednesday, most high willing, with topics that you want to talk about. So we'll see you guys back here Sunday, and then again Wednesday as we add more shows. It's been fun. I want everybody out there to be safe. Take care of yourself. We're getting over the hump. This hump day, so we're getting over that hump. And we'll see you guys back this coming Sunday. Thank you for watching the Chris Miles Show. You got anything you want to say, Mr. Producer?
No, man, you did. Okay.
All right.